Hello students, my name is Sumit Sharma. I am working in St. Andrews Institute of Technology and Management, Gurugram as an assistant professor in computer science department. This is our fifth lecture of web series of C programming. In the last lecture we had done operators and types of operators in details. I hope you have understood these topics well. Now today we will discuss about arithmetic expression, typecasting and type conversion, operators hierarchy and associativity, and also evaluation of arithmetic expression. So first topic is arithmetic expression. Before it we are discussing about an expression. What is an expression? So an expression is a combination of variables, constants and operators written according to the syntax of C language. Means expressions are the fundamental means of specifying computations in a programming language. In C, every expression evaluates to a value. That means every expression results in some value of a certain type that can be assigned to a variable. Okay, so what is an arithmetic expression? So arithmetic expression was one of the motivation for the development of the first programming language. So arithmetic expression is an expression in which we used only arithmetic operators. First of all, in this line we already know that in a arithmetic expression we are discuss about only arithmetic operators. We are used only arithmetic operators. The arithmetic expression consists of operators, operands, parentheses and functions call. Okay, an arithmetic expression is composed of operators and operands, and we also know operators act on operands to yield a result. Commonly used arithmetic operators are addition, subtraction, multiplication, division and modulus. The plus sign is used to add two values, the minus sign to subtract one value from another, the asterisk or we can say a multiply to multiply two values, the division to divide a value, and the modulus to obtain the remainder of integer division. These are known as binary operators since they operate on two values or variables. In arithmetic expression, a unary operator has one operand, a binary operator has two operand, and ternary operator has three operand. Typecasting and type conversion. So first of all, what is typecasting? Typecasting is simply a mechanism by which we can change the data type of a variable no matter how it was originally defined. Means when a variable is typecasted into a different type, the compiler basically treats the variable as of the new data type. Means if we have a value type, a data type integer, and we want to convert into float, so the conversion of one data type to another data type is called a typecasting or type conversion. So typecasting refers to changing an variable of one data type into another, or we can say that typecasting is a method in C language of converting one data type to another. It is the best practice to convert lower data type to higher data type to avoid data loss. Okay, for example, if you want to store a long value into a simple integer, then you can typecast long to int, because if we take a long value, then we will use a long data type, and if we take integer value, then we will use int data type. Okay, the compiler will automatically change one data type of data into another if it makes sense. For instance, if you assign an integer value to a floating point variable, the compiler will convert the int to a float, because int is a lower data type value and float is a higher data type value. In previous we discussed that to convert low data type to higher data type to avoid data loss. Okay, so casting allows you to make this conversion explicit. In further slides we discuss about implicit and explicit, or to force it when it would not normally happen. Okay, so types of type conversion. So first one is type conversion in C can be classified into two categories. First one is implicit type conversion. So what is implicit type conversion? When the type conversion is performed automatically, when the type conversion is performed automatically by the compiler without programmer's intervention, such type of conversion is known as implicit type conversion, or we can also say that type promotion. This conversion is done by the compiler when more than one data type of variable is used in an expression. The compiler converts data type to avoid loss of data. And implicit conversion do not require any operator for converted. They are automatically performed when a value is copied to a compatible type in program. Okay, the next type is explicit type conversion. So the type conversion performed by the programmer. In implicit it is converted automatically, but in explicit the type conversion performed by the programmer by posing the data type of the expression of a specific type is known as explicit type conversion. The explicit type conversion is also known as typecasting, because in further slides we discuss about the difference between type conversion and typecasting. Now basically here typecasting means type conversion. Okay, explicit conversion required cast operator for converted, but we are talking if implicit conversion there are no requirement of any type of operator, but in explicit conversion required cast operator for converted. They are not automatically performed when a value is copied to a compatible type in program. Okay, the next one is difference between typecasting and type conversion. It is very important topic. Basically these two terms, typecasting and type conversion, occur when there is a need to convert one data type to another. If we want to convert a data type from one data type to another, then we require these two topics, these two terms, typecasting or type conversion. So the basic difference between type conversion and typecasting is type conversion is made automatically by the compiler, whereas typecasting is to be done or explicitly done by the program. These are the basic difference between typecasting and type conversion. Okay, when the two types are compatible with each other, then the conversion of one type to other is done automatically by the compiler, and it is type conversion. Where automatically conversion by the compiler, it's called a type conversion, and if it is converted by the programmer explicitly, that is called typecasting. Okay, so discuss some basic difference both type and typecasting and type conversion on the basis of meaning, applied operator and size of the data types. Okay, if we are talking about meaning, so we already know about the typecasting and type conversion meaning. So typecasting means one data type is assigned to another by the user using a cast operator, then it is called typecasting. In this typecasting we need a operator, cast operator, that means it is explicit type conversion. The second one is conversion, type conversion. Type conversion of one data type to another data type automatically by the compiler is called type conversion. Okay, if we are talking about applied, So typecasting can also be applied to two incompatible data types. But when we are talking about type conversion can only be implemented when two data types are compatible. On the basis of operator, if we discuss about typecasting and type conversion, so typecasting, for casting a data type to another, a casting operator is required. But if we are talking about type conversion, there is no requirement of any operator to convert one data type into another data type. And if we are talking on the basis of size of data type, so in typecasting, destination type can be smaller than source type. And if we are talking about type conversion, then here the destination type must be larger than the source type. Okay, so these are the basic difference between typecasting and type conversion. So next one is hierarchy of operators. So the hierarchy of operators determine the order in which operations are performed in an expression. Okay, according to the priority, the operations will be performed. Operators with have higher precedence are performed first. In given table, we have priority, operators and description. First priority, multiply, multiplication and division, modulus, and second priority, addition, subtraction, and third one is assignment operator. So if two operators in an expression have the same precedence, associativity determines the direction in which the expression will be evaluated. Because as we saw in table, in first priority, multiply, divide, modulus, we have three operators. If these three operators will come in an expression, so how to calculate it? So if the precedence or priority is same, then we will determine the direction in which the expression will be evaluated by the associativity, operators associativity. Okay, it may be either from left to right or right to left. While executing an arithmetic statement which has two or more operators, we may have some problem as to how exactly does it get executed. Then we use hierarchy of operators. Operator precedence and associativity. Each operator in C has a precedence associated with it. So the precedence is used to determine how an expression involving more than one operator is evaluated. If we have multiple operators for the same priority, how is calculated? So these are distinct level of precedence, and an operator may belong to one of these levels: first priority, second priority, and third priority. The operators of higher precedence are evaluated first. The operators of same precedence are evaluated from left to right or right to left, as discussed above, depending on the level. This is known as associativity property of an operator. Okay. When an expression contains two operators of equal priority, the tie between them is settled using the associativity of the operators we already discussed. Associativity can be of two types: left to right or right to left. Okay. Here we have an example: a is equal to 3 divided 2 multiply 5. So there are three operands and two operators. Operators division and multiplication. Operands are 3, 2 and 5. And we already learned before this slide that first priority is multiplication and division and modulus. Multiplication and division have same priority. Both operators are placed in same level. So how to calculate it? By the using of associativity. We will move from left to right or right to left. So left to right associativity means that the left operand must be unambiguous. Unambiguous in what sense? It must not be involved in evaluation of any other sub-expression. Similarly, in case of right to left associativity, the right operand must be unambiguous. Let us understand with an example as shown in slide. A is equal to 3 divided by 2 multiplied by 5. Here this is a tie between operators of same priority, that is between divide and multiply. This tie is settled using the associativity of multiply and divide, but both enjoy left to right associativity. So it is a numerical part, how to evaluate the arithmetic expression. So the topic is evaluation the arithmetic expression. It is most important question in this topic, in this unit. So question 1 is determine the hierarchy of operations and evaluate the following expression. I is a variable in which the resultant or result will store. The expression is 2 multiply 3 divided by 4 plus 4 divided by 4 plus 8 minus 2 plus 5 divided by 8. And we already discussed about hierarchy of operators. We have 3 levels: first priority, second priority and third priority. In first priority we have multiplication, division, modulus. In second priority we have addition and subtraction. And in third priority we have assignment operator. So as we discussed above, we have 3 operators in first priority, but in this expression we have 2 operators, multiplication and division. So first of all, according to the associativity, we will finalize that we will move from left to right or right to left. Okay, so in this expression, if we decided that we will move from left to right, so the first operator is used is calculate multiply. So 2 into 3 first calculate is 6, and other expression remains same, divided by 4 plus 4 divided by 4 plus 8 minus 2 plus 5 divided by 8. In a single line we will calculate only one operator. Okay, in second line there are the multiplication operator is solved. So there are 1, 2 and 3. 3 division operators are used. 6 divided by 4, 4 divided by 4, 5 divided by 8. So we already know that in a single line we can solve only one operator, and we will move from left to right. We are moving from left to right. So 6 divided by 4 is calculated first. So 6 divided by 4 is 1 point something, but here it is arithmetic operators and it will apply on only integer value, not on a float value. So if we divided 6 divided by 4, then it is something 1 point something. So we will use only integer value, that means 1. We are not using float value. So 6 divided by 4 means 1, plus same expression 4 divided by 4 plus 8 minus 2 plus 5 divided by 8. Then we will calculate second expression. 4 divided by 4 means 1. So 1 plus 1 remains same, 8 minus 2 plus 5 divided by 8. Then again we will calculate the division operator, 5 divided by 8. It is 0 point something, then we will use only 0. So the expression is 1 plus 1 plus 8 minus 2 plus 0. First priority complete. Then we will come in second priority, addition and subtraction. We already know we are moving from left to right. The first expression is 1 plus 1. So 2, other remains same, plus 8 minus 2 plus 0. Then 2 plus 8, 10 minus 2 plus 0. Here we already know the plus or minus in the same priority, but we are moving from left to right. Then the minus operator is first comes, then we will calculate first. 10 minus 2 is 8 plus 0 and at last 0. So this is an example how to calculate the arithmetic expression by using hierarchy of operations. Okay, is there any doubt? Now I am going to provide you some important questions based on today's topic, so that you will get an idea that which type of questions come in university exam from this unit or this topic. So here are the questions, and the first one is what is an arithmetic expression? Next one is explain typecasting or type conversion. Explain types of type conversion, means implicit or explicit, and differentiate between typecasting and type conversion. All questions are very important. Okay, so this is the end of today's session and also end of the unit 1, because today all topics of unit 1 covered. Thank you for watching my video. Have a nice day. Hope you will watch my next video in which I will discuss about second unit topics. Okay, thank you so much, have a nice day.